When you're by my side, the way I feel when you cross the line, the way I feel it's so hot tonight. I never wanna let you go. Why you gotta be like that?
What up, y'all? You know me. I'm DT Peace, and I'm here with Lady Riles.
What's up?
And we sitting over here. We actually came to the park to record our first episode of The Blaze because we had a nice blue, orange slashes pink slash whatever type of sunset.
I was gonna say it's a sunset. It's a sunset.
You know what? You and yourself.
You and yourself. You describe everything. I love it.
That's because it's bluish and pinkish and looks like cotton candy. That would be good right now.
It does look like yeah.
It would be good,
We need to
yes.
go get some cotton candy after this.
I really wish we could, but I got to go home. Daggum. Anyway, let's get to the real topic of this Blaze crew today.
Okay.
And if y'all don't know, here in North Carolina, there's a 6-year-old named Maddox who went missing a couple days ago.
I think it was 6 days ago he went missing.
Yeah, about 6 days ago. The story is he was chilling with his father. This isn't an autistic 6-year-old boy, and supposedly he was chilling with his father. Apparently, they was walking down. What lake was it?
Riken Lake Park. They were in a park. They were walking down a trail in a park.
They were walking down the trail in the park, and the little boy was walking in front of the father. He's an autistic child, remember, and apparently he somehow got away from the father. I got a few questions for this father. The first one being, how would you let an autistic child get away from you? How does that happen?
I don't know. I've looked it up. It's Riken Lake Park, North Carolina.
It's Riken Lake Park, North Carolina. That's where he went missing at. And how do you let an autistic child get away from you?
How do you let any child get away from you? That's my question.
That's what I'm saying. But to let an autistic child of all things?
I worked in childcare for 4 years, okay? And I've worked with autistic kids. My cousin's autistic. I know how it is. I know how challenging they can be. I know they can tend to run off, but when they run off, you gotta go after them. You don't just sit there and watch them disappear around the bend as they're walking through the woods in a park with people around.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what was he doing? Was he smoking a cigarette? Was he getting high? Was he seeing a lady on the side or something? Like, what caught your attention long enough for an autistic child to get away from you?
There ain't nothing that's gonna catch my attention long enough for any child to get away from me.
That's what I'm saying.
You know. I mean, I know everybody's stressing the fact that he's autistic, but he's a child. He's a 6-year-old kid. They're going to run away. They're going to run off. They're going to run down the path ahead of you. And that's when you call out their name. Hey, you need to come back here where I can see you. I had a rule growing up. If I can't see my mama, she can't see me. So I better get to where I can see my mama.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't have no rule that it was just, boy, get your back over here right now. And I'm just like, yep, that's my mama. And I'm like, you know what I mean?
My mama just whistled. She whistled at us and we knew.
Exactly. It was one of them whistles where it's like mama's getting mad. You know what I mean?
It's one of them whistles you can hear from a mile away, so there ain't no reason why you couldn't hear it.
Right. Like, okay, it's time to go back before my butt gets missing too.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of all these butts.
Our butt's currently sitting on a very cold park bench, and somebody decided, I don't know what they did to it, but it's bent, so it's a rocking bench now.
It is. Like, we just having a good old time. We think we swinging up in here.
Oh, yeah?
That was so lame.
That's okay.
But yeah, back to the dad. The boy's body was found when?
It was yesterday afternoon, Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
And it was found in 2 to 3 foot of water in a creek that is connected to the lake that the park is at. It's about a mile away from the park where the boy went missing.
Which is very conspicuous because apparently the dad still don't know what happened to him, but how do you not know that your child is missing? And then, like, supposedly you searched the lake as much as you could.
He searched the area. His story is he searched the area as much as he could. The little boy walked ahead of him. And then he just kept walking. He couldn't see him anymore. And he ran up to go find him and couldn't find him anymore. To me, honestly, that sounds very suspicious. It sounds like a cover-up story. Because apparently he had another adult with him. And the other adult doesn't know what happened to the boy either.
I mean, I honestly don't know what to say. I really don't. Like,
I want to say it sounds like a cover-up story, honestly.
It does. It does. Because now the boy's dead.
Because
the boy is dead.
how is a 6-year-old autistic boy going to get a mile away from the park where he went missing and nobody sees him? They had several different police agencies. They had several different departments looking for this child. They had volunteers looking for this child for the past 5 days. And he shows up
$1 million reward.
with $1 million reward. And he shows up 5 days later dead.
If you ask me, I think that father did something to him, maybe an accident or something, and the boy ended up dead. And then he came up with the, he got away from me excuse later, so he wouldn't get in trouble for it. But honestly speaking, I mean, he's still gonna get in trouble for it because first off, you got to think from the judge's point of view. How did a 6-year-old autistic child get away from you long enough to die? That's number one. And second off, if he didn't get away from you, what were you doing that caused? I mean, you know what I mean? Like what was you doing long enough to catch your attention long enough for this boy to die around you?
And before anybody, says, maybe he fell in the lake and the dad didn't know, there's no way he could have drowned in the lake and washed up in the creek because there is a screen at the wash off where the wash off begins at the lake. So there's no way his body could have been able to get past it. So he died in that creek around in the spot where he was found.
Somebody did something to that boy.
I have a feeling it did. I mean, honestly, to me, it sounds like a Casey Anthony or Zara Baker. And the only reason I'm saying those two names, I mean, there's several other cases that have happened since then, but everybody knows Casey Anthony cases.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the Zara Baker cases. There's a park in North Carolina named after the poor girl.
Honestly speaking, the reason why I think he did it is because I think he was tired of being the dad of an autistic child. I think he was tired of being, and for some reason, instead of coming out, now this is just my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm not. If that's not the case, then I'm sorry.
These are not facts. This is an opinion. This is an opinion-based interview.
Yeah, this is an opinion, but this is my opinion. I think he did it because he did not want to be the dad of an autistic child anymore. And there have been plenty of cases where that has been the leading cause of killing a child. I mean, and I know you're saying, well, a real parent don't do that. No, a real parent does not do that. But we're talking about
But there are parents who do.
Exactly. They're not trying to be real parents. They're trying to be them. They're trying to be independent themselves. They don't want no kids. They want to go out and party, or they want to be alone, or they just want the child to shut up. That, you know what I mean? It's
very challenging to be a parent in the first place, especially in today's society where you have parents' guilt, especially mothers' guilt.
And fathers too.
And fathers too, but it's mostly seen in mothers, especially single moms, this is not the case. The couple was married, and the poor mother, I feel so heartbroken for this poor mother going through this, losing her baby, because she was not there at the park with them. She was not at the park with them. It was the father and another adult, I'm guessing a friend of the family's. Again, my heart goes out to this poor mother, but these parents nowadays feel so much pressure on them for their kids to be perfect, for them to be perfect. Newsflash, people, we're human. We're not perfect.
We're going to mess up completely and totally.
We're going to completely screw up, and we're going to think we're screwing up our kids.
There's no way around it. But that still doesn't give you any reason to give up on them, and it certainly doesn't give you a reason to kill them.
Exactly.
Stop killing your children. Stop it.
and none of this accidental bullcrap either. None of this, I forgot they were in the car. Okay, I'm sorry.
Chick, lady, you did not forget.
I'm seeing on the news tips to remember your child is in the back seat, and the one thing that strikes me as just completely outrageous is putting your smartphone underneath the car seat when you put your child in the car. So you won't walk away from the car without you'll walk away from your car
wait a minute, you'll walk away from the car with your phone, but you're going to leave your kid in there?
You're going to walk away from your car. You can't walk away from your car without your phone, but you can walk away from your car with a kid in it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, number one, between the phone and the child, I'm leaving my phone.
Exactly.
That's exactly what's about.
If I got a kid, I'm going to be so frazzled. Right. I'll remember the kid and forget the phone.
Right. The kid is going to be the first thing out. Not my wallet, not my car keys. I'm probably going to leave my car keys in the car locked up.
I'll probably drop my car keys trying to get the child seat out.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what? I'm sitting over here looking under the seat and everywhere else for my doggone car keys, and it's in the car seat. Because, I mean, it's...
Yep. But we're getting way off track here.
Yeah. All right.
You get the two of us together. We can go from talking about a serious story like this to talking about rocking chairs and banana pudding.
Oh, we get you there too.
We do that every single
We literally got to banana pudding. It was ridiculous. It was
Yes,
like,
yes, all
what the
amazing
mess?
And then look, we're talking about banana pudding again.
Because it was good. I like banana. All right, y'all.
But-
You know what time it is. It's the top 3 songs of the week. I'm DT Peace, and we'll be right back with some more news of your hot topics. Some more of your hot topic news. All right, it's DT Peace Live, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
You're listening to Blaze Crew on DT Peace Live and Podcast Radio.